Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Melanin Mezcal. It's your boy Marco.
And it's the homie Cruz. And we back at it again with another podcast, y'all.
You feel me? Hey, before we get started, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe.
That's the best way to help the channel, y'all. Hey, and we can't forget, most definitely, shout out to Money Lives.
Nah, for sure.
Got us right with the merch.
You get it? Because money lives.
Not dead. Not
Yes,
dead.
sir.
Money's alive.
Yes, sir.
Money lives.
No, mess with it. And this is the drip all the way from the UK.
All the way from the UK.
I ain't got this.
Yep.
You already know, go tapping with them guys.
The material in this, A1.
Facts.
Very comfortable, very cool. Sits on you real nice.
And y'all gonna love the photo shoot with these. For sure. Top
Photo
tip.
shoot coming real soon. Y'all already know. TC gonna get down with that.
As she always does.
As she always do.
Yes, sir. Cruz, bro.
What's up, dog?
How you been, my guy? How you living?
Honestly, bro, not too good. Been pretty fucked up. What about you, though?
Man, I'm chilling. I've been doing good, but wait. You fucked up.
Yeah,
What's
bro.
going on, brother?
It's not been It's not been the best week.
Nah, what's going on?
Nah, bro. I just found out some bad news, bro.
Nah, you gotta tell me more, bro.
Yeah, bro. I just found out something terrible, bro. I found out I'm the descendant of some colonizers, bro.
Wait. Descendant of some colonizers.
Yeah, bro. I'm the descendant of some colonizers.
Nah, bro. You gotta tell me more. You gotta tell me more. What happened?
It hurt my heart. So I'm Mexican,
Right.
of course, but it always occurred to me. It always wondered me. I always wondered. I should say why I was always so light skinned. For one, if I'm Mexican and every other Mexican that I knew was always very short and very brown.
It's crazy that you make those points because as long as I've known you, you are the tallest Mexican I know. And
I'm a pretty tall Mexican.
you are the lightest Mexican I know.
I don't know if you could tell by sitting down. I'm about 6 foot.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
And I don't see 6 foot Mexicans often.
Yeah, so that was always something different. I was like, all right, that's a little weird. Then I also thought about my last name, Villanueva, right?
Right.
Yeah. So
Is there any meaning behind that?
Yeah, there is actually. So that means new village.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's deep.
new village. And in Mexico, if you're starting a new village, you weren't there already. That means you was coming there and colonizing
Thanks.
something, and y'all were making a new name, a new last name, and we'll be like, all right, we're the new village.
That's low key dope how your last name came about. That's a dope origin story for sure. One more time. Tell the
I'm not
people what
sure.
your last name.
Villanueva.
That's hard.
Yeah. So that's obviously my dad's last name, right? Then my mom's last name, her maiden last name is Iwata.
Okay. And what does that mean?
I don't know what the fuck that means. I think it's just somebody's last name.
Tight. For sure.
Yeah, so that's obviously Spanish. That's not any type of indigenous. Then, that's my biological, right? Then I go to their parents. Even their parents were all Spaniards.
Whoa.
Yes. So their last names, Oropesa, which is my grandma's dad's last name. So that's my grandma's dad's last name. Then we go to my mom, or my dad's parents. So my grandma from over there, Duran, another Spanish name. Then we go to, obviously their last name, Villanueva, still. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's hard. So you went down a rabbit hole this week and found out all about
I went down a rabbit hole.
Your culture and heritage.
Yeah, so how I even got here, bro. You ever seen the movie Apocalypto?
Can't say I have.
That's terrible, Marco. You need to go watch that whenever you get home.
Tell me about it real quick. What's Apocalypto? What's that movie about, buddy?
So basically, bro, Mel Gibson, the guy who made Passion of the Christ, where he put you in Jesus' time. He puts you in Mayan time. like whenever you would have been living in the jungles as a native Indian.
Okay.
Or one of the indigenous people, the one that I thought I was. Yeah. Yo. So he puts you as one of them, as one of their tribe members, and their village, they get raided. Then he gets put into slavery. He was about to be sacrificed, escaped sacrifice by the grace of God, and then he's being hunted by the same people that raided his village.
Now that you talk about it, I think I remember seeing it. The people were like had body paint on them that took them over, and they was like in bamboo.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I've seen it. Oh.
Basically, he's running the whole movie.
Yeah.
He's being chased the whole movie.
I vividly remember it, but I've seen it. Yeah.
Jaguar paw.
Okay.
Yeah. Fat motherfucker.
Yeah. Facts. I'm with it. So you seen that movie this week, and then after that, you just have to be like, okay. Let me find out what's going on. Let me figure out where I came from.
Yeah, because, I mean, obviously, I got the Aztec tattoos, you feel me? I've always been fascinated with my culture.
Okay.
It's really cool stuff, man. Really cool history. And because I've been so fascinated with it, and I've always assimilated myself to being Mexican, you know, I never really questioned it because my family does come from Mexico.
Right.
But then I thought about it. Obviously, my last name and all the other things that I told you about earlier. But then I thought about why my ancestors came across the border.
No, that's a great question.
Because you wouldn't leave if things were good. You feel me?
Very true.
Yeah. So then I started thinking about it whenever they did leave. And I remember that my grandparents told me that their parents came here because of the revolution, the Mexican Revolution.
Whoa.
Yeah. So whenever Pancho Villa was leading the revolution and basically taking all the land from all the Spaniards, all the upper higher class.
So why was he trying to take all the land from the Spaniards?
So just a little history lesson for you guys that don't know. In Mexico, before the Mexican Revolution, the only people that were able to own land and own companies and basically own industry and basically the inner workings of the Mexican government and economy were people that were related to Spanish bloodlines.
Interesting.
Yeah. So people that were the ones that were owning like the slave plantations or like the Mexican equivalent of the slave plantations. Or the Mexican equivalent of the slave plantations in America.
Right.
Yeah. So they did have those type of plantations in Mexico, but they were enslaving like the indigenous people.
Right.
So like the Aztecs and the Mayans that they conquered, the ones that did survive after smallpox, because a lot of them did die because of smallpox. Right. They weren't exposed to like the European diseases and things like that.
So once they got them, it was killing them off.
Decimated them.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were so populated. So like Mexico before the Europeans, the most populated, densely populated area in the world at the time. Probably 40 million people living in just Mesoamerica at that time.
Dang, that's
a lot of people.
That's a lot of people. And they came over and took it over.
Well, for one, yeah, they conquered it. And two, they killed a lot of them with smallpox and like European diseases that they weren't immune to because they weren't even exposed to that shit on that side of the world.
And back then, there was no medicine, so they were just dropping like flies, essentially.
They had no immunity to that at all, to where Europeans already built up the immunity to that because they've been living in filth
their whole life. Yeah. Europe was disgusting. It was pee on the streets, and
I mean, living amongst rats.
No, literally, it was disgusting.
Yeah. So there's that. Then so they would enslave the indigenous people. And they would also import black slaves. So that's where you see that in Mexico's history for a little bit. Now, where Pancho Villa came in, he broke up all of that.
Okay.
But now before that, obviously, Mexico abolished slavery long before America did. Yeah, I forget the day exactly whenever they did officially. I'll look that up right now.
But they for sure stopped before the United States did.
Oh, yeah. And another cool history tip, or a little cool history fact. Mexico was actually helping slaves escape from America. So they were accepting the slaves, like the black slaves from America, that would make it across the border and giving them basically amnesty.
Wow, yeah, that's dope. I didn't even know that part.
Yeah. So just a cool little history fact.
What they say?
You know, being locked in.
You hear me?
Still locked in to this day.
Yeah, stay like that.
Yes, sir.
Stay like that. We're going to stay locked in.
And another cool history fact. If you go to like southern Mexico, like real southern Mexico, like Oaxaca, you will see black Mexicans. Like really, really dark Mexicans.
Nah, I could see that. I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there are some Mexicans do be dark.
Yeah. No, real dark.
Yeah, fact.
But I mean, you'll see all the features. You feel me?
No, they like the hair.
Yeah, you'll see the curly hair. You'll see, you know, the nose.
Yeah, straight like that. So that's really interesting.
Skin.
That's really interesting. I never knew that.
So that was just a little side tangent right there. But back to my family.
Yeah.
We got ran the fuck out of Mexico. That's why we came to America.
What?
Yeah.
It wasn't for hey, let's go to America for the better lifestyle. It was no, I need to leave.
Yeah, they got ran the fuck out of Dodge.
That's crazy.
They said we owned a lot of land back then, that my family owned a lot of land, that they're very rich and successful people. So I can only put two and two together. Like, that's what I heard as a kid. But now that I'm older and I'm doing the history and I'm putting two to two together, I'm like, hey, it only makes sense.
Yeah. No, wow. Who would have thunk it?
Yeah.
So they were forced out.
Yeah, forced out. Definitely, yeah.
So that mean your family had some money back in the day.
Yeah, they had some cheese back then. Yeah. What they did with it, I have no idea. I can't say I seen any of that. So I'm not gonna sit here and act like, yeah, I was well off. Yeah, I was well off because of their successes. Obviously, it didn't last over here on this side of the border. They didn't take too much with them.
Nah, then they had to start all the way over. And
well, they ended up in Blackwell, Oklahoma for a little bit, and then they ended up moving to Wichita, Kansas. Yeah, so that's from my mom's side, and then my dad, they were in Juarez for a little bit. They stayed in Juarez, that Juarez area. Well, I should say my grandma's family, they stayed in that Juarez area right next to the border. My grandpa, I believe his family was from Durango, which is a little bit like deeper into Mexico. Still kind of close to the border, not too far from the border. And they ended up going to El Paso, Texas, which is right across the border from Juarez, not too far. Yeah. You can literally see the other side of each other city from the border.
Yeah, that's dope. Have you ever been back to Mexico to where your family's originally from?
No.
Do you want to?
Yeah, I would love to go. I know from my mom's side, we do have a ranch out there in Durango.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, that's dope.
Yeah, so my uncle, he definitely still holds down like the family ranch. We definitely still got cows, all that shit out there.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough. But we might have to make a trip out there for real.
Yeah.
Just to see what it's about.
Yep. Yeah, so we got that. As far as my dad's side, never been to Juarez. Yeah, for as far as I can know. Nah, I never been there.
Nah, for sure.
El Paso, I've been to El Paso. So I've seen Juarez like from the other side.
Right.
Yeah.
That's hard. That's dope, bro.
Now, as far as like me going to Mexico, I've been to Mexico before.
Yeah, for sure.
I've been to Reynosa, Mexico, which is still border town Mexico. We just a little bit more south of the border. We at the south part of Texas.
Tight. Okay, so you right there.
Yeah, so right there, right next to the Gulf, right where Texas comes to like this little point right here, right. I think it's Brownsville. It's on the other side of the border.
Okay.
So you go into the border from Brownsville, and on the other side of Brownsville is Reynosa, Tamaulipas. Yeah. So that's for real border town. So whenever I went, it was live and popping.
That's what I was just gonna ask you. Is it like how the movies be?
Oh yeah, whenever I went, it was like the movies. So like Sicario, whenever you see them moving in them like caravans with like 6 trucks, I seen that.
What?
It was still that. Now it's not so much that. Now They had to cool it down. They was moving too hot.
Bro, I seen this one movie where they had just crossed the border and then they had walked into a convenience store and they was hiding inside the stall of the convenience store as people were searching. Border Patrol was searching throughout the stores, and how people would just be under. They would have these trucks and then they would hide underneath the beds of the trucks and fit people under there and stuff.
No, that's facts.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's every day.
Whoa.
Every day.
See? And you seen it. Well, you seen parts of it.
I didn't see no human trafficking.
Not human trafficking, but you done seen how tight it be.
But, yeah. So whenever I went, obviously you see the convoys of the Marines, because in Tamaulipas, they don't have no local police. Everybody's corrupt, so they got rid of them.
Yeah.
So.
Whoa. So they got rid of them.
Yeah, they got rid of them. There was no use out there. They was too corrupt, and they had too much of a liability to be corrupt. Okay. So they got rid of them, and all they had was actual Marine police. Dang. So like the Marines were out there riding around convoys, big 50 cals, you know what I'm saying?
Bro,
back
ready
of the
to
truck.
tear some shit up.
Yeah, ski masked up, full gear. Man. I mean, you got 6 people in the truck, like 2 in the front. You got 4 people in the truck bed, all tooled up.
All deadly assassins.
Exactly, ready to go. Now, so you got their side, but whenever I went, it was still alive and active. So you would see the cartels.
Whoa.
Yeah, you would see them the same way. 50 cows. People with guns.
They don't care.
They did not. They was going crazy. My first experience going over there, they had like they had a shootout. The first night that I was there, yeah.
What?
Yep.
How old were you, Cruz?
I was like 14.
And they having a shootout.
Yeah, I was outside on the roof. Yep, and I was just looking up at the stars. There's not a lot of light pollution out there. Yeah. Then I'm looking down the street. There's like our street, a T, where there's the main road. There's a little river right here, really famous river. If you're from Reynosa side, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Little river that runs through the city, and then on the other side of the river, there's another street, kind of like this one right here. That's another main street. Yeah. On the other street, I see a car slow down. Yeah. Somebody hops out the window. Giant, rifle. I'm not sure what type of rifle it was, but giant rifle, bigger than him. And then, they go down the street, let it loose.
Yo, that's insane. Talking about catching a hat.
Yeah. I was like, hey, man. Yeah. Well, that's a good introduction right there.
Nah, for real. Talking about, do I even want to be here for real?
Yeah, real shit. Uh-huh. But nah, it's a good place, though. It's a good place. For sure. Yeah. Now, I don't want to make it seem like Mexico's a terrible place. It's a very nice place. No. Yeah, very humble. Honestly, I would say the lifestyle differences, it makes you appreciate community more, because there is definitely more of a sense of community out there.
For sure. So it is decent places outside of Cancun. So stop.
Oh yeah. Now you straight. Look, it's as simple as this, man. You look like a lick, you're gonna be a lick.
No, for real though.
Yeah. Just don't go out there being green as hell, doing tourist shit. What they say, when in Rome, do as the Romans do.
Nah, for real. For real, you ain't lying.
Yeah, you be alright though. No, get you a little Mexican friend, know a little bit of Spanish, you'll be alright.
Yeah,
get you around.
Just get around. Yeah. Because a lot of people, would you say a lot of people in Mexico speak a little bit of Spanish?
What do you mean? Like the
I mean English. I'm sorry, my fault, buddy.
It's very rare.
Rare.
Yeah, it's hit or miss. But I mean, just like how it is over here, motherfuckers know poquito.
Yeah,
you feel me? Nah, I know poquito. Sure. I know mas. Yeah, you know little words, so they gonna know a little bit of something.
Yeah,
especially on the border.
Heard it before, especially on the border, because that's what they hear a lot of.
It's more common, and it's actually more of a thing now than ever. There's a lot of there's a lot of Americans, a lot of expats that have moved to Mexico and have started their business over there in Mexico, because it's way easier for them to use their finances that they've had. And they get way more bang for their buck in Mexico.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Now, a lot of them are illegal as well, but we're not going to talk about that, all right? But whenever Trump was talking about deporting all the people at the beginning of his presidency, Scheinbaum, the Mexican president, was like, "Hey, you know what?
We'll send y'all back too.
Yeah, we're gonna send y'all back too, bro. You got a lot of people over here, but we're not gonna talk about that."
Yeah, for real, and that's crazy. That's crazy to even think about. Because you're right, a lot of Americans do go over to Mexico, but that's not talked about.
Yeah, you don't really hear about that, but now it's being more brought up because there's like a gentrification thing that's happening in the capital, Mexico City. So a lot of like the public housing is getting bought up by these expats, and they're renovating it. And because they're able to pay the higher price, the locals are being forced out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they can't afford that price.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks.
So they're having a lot of protests out there. Yeah, so
man, that's really crazy how that works in every community, every state, every country, that you could just push people out. You could squeeze the money out of them and make them leave.
Well, it's crazy how that's how the world works now, though, because the survival of the fittest now is how successful are you, how productive are you in society to make sure that you have generational wealth enough to have a lasting imprint on society to 100%. Where your people will be good forever.
Yep. Yeah.
Because if you don't make it in this world and you really don't have cheese like that, you don't have generational wealth, your shit will die off. Quick,
fast, and in a hurry. Talking about your whole bloodline gone in the next 50 years. That's insane. That's insane, bro. Honestly.
Hell yeah. So my bloodline. I mean, yeah, it's been a sad week, bro. I just found out I've been part of the ops.
Dang.
Whole time I thought, hell yeah, I thought we was on the winning team. I thought we was living righteous. I was like, yeah, bro, Aztec blood. You see how we coming? Yeah. I'm not so sure about that. I'm not sure how much. We might have like 2%.
Whoa.
You know, we like 2% milk. You feel me?
So what does that mean? We're gonna keep the Aztec theme going on our arm, or we're gonna switch it up?
Nah, look, and this is how I even got to this. All right. I was learning a story about this Spaniard that came. One of the early conquests, right? His name was Gonzalo Guerrero.
Okay.
Yeah. So in one of the first conquests that they had in 1511. They were on a quest to go to Santo Domingo from Panama, or vice versa, however it went. But they got caught up in a hurricane off the Yucatan Peninsula.
Whoa.
And wiped their boat out on the way. They ended up washing back up on the Yucatan Peninsula. Who they run into? The Mayan tribe. The Mayan tribe takes them. They sacrifice a lot of them.
He said sacrifice a lot. Not just a couple.
A lot of them.
Probably majority of them.
Only 2 of them lived. Two of them lived. So one of them being the guy that I'm talking about, Gonzalo Guerrero, right? And another guy named Colonial de Aguilar.
Okay.
So Gonzalo was a soldier. He was a Marine, a Spanish Marine. The other guy was a religious guy. He was like a priest. Okay. So the religious guy, he gets sold off into slavery. He gets sold a few times.
Weak-minded, we'll just tell him what to do.
Yeah,
and get him out
look,
of
he was a slave. Yeah. This guy, he's no good right here. No vale verga. Yeah. No vale verga. Yeah. It's the man that don't see it. Yeah. So, yeah, he gets sold off into slavery. He gets sold a few times. So he ends up learning the Mayan dialect, a few Mayan dialects. That's his bro. So Gonzalo, he's a warrior, like I said. So he rises the ranks by learning their culture, immersing himself in their culture. So he's fully tattooed up now, bro.
Oh, dang.
Which in Catholic religion, or just in Christianity, you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to tattoo your body. You're not supposed to put gauges in your body. You're not supposed to do none of that. That's considered barbaric. Yes, your body's a temple. So he fully immerses himself. He's fully tatted up, face tats, got gauges, fucking all over. How they do it?
I'm fully doing it.
I'm fully, yes.
When they're Rome, do what the Romans do.
Exactly. And because he's a warrior, and they see he's a warrior, they're like, oh, you're useful. And he's also putting them on game. He sees how they fight war, and he's also like, okay, well, I know how the Spanish and Europeans fight over there. So we're going to learn about ambushes. We're going to learn about fortifications, real defensive strategies.
Teach them all
how
the
we're going to,
tactics.
how we going to step this up to the next level. So, this guy's useful. Okay.
So we ain't gonna kill him.
No, we need this guy. He's of good use. So he rises the ranks. He becomes a general. He also marries a Mayan princess.
Oh,
so
wow.
puts his bloodline in the royal bloodline.
Yeah.
His kids were one of the first mestizos,
Okay.
which are the first the first mix of Europeans and natives.
Okay.
So that little mix right there, that genealogy, he was one of the they call that the mestizos.
Wow. So he really changed history.
Yeah, which in the Mexico social hierarchy, that was like a class. They had a bunch of them. I have to look them up, but yeah, depending on like your color and your race, you were a different level in society.
Type shit.
Yeah.
Whoa. I mean, that's how it is now.
That's how it is now. It's not like it's not like it's a crazy idea. No, it's how it is now.
100%.
Yeah. So his kids were the first mestizos, right? Now he's been there for a little bit with them. Now flash forward to 1519. Like I said, his boat crashed in 1511. He's been with the Mayans since. 1519 comes. Hernan Cortez just whooped the Aztecs.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, he had the help of some Tlacalano Indians, which was another Indian tribe, or native tribe, I should say. There were another native tribe that were there that hated the Aztecs.
Yeah.
That's what they used to always fight with before the Spaniards got there. So whenever the Spaniards got there, and they were the first ones that they met, they're like, hey, we gonna ride with y'all, but we need y'all to go handle these guys that we just really don't like. They're called the Aztecs, which, another fact, there was no Aztecs.
Okay. Who was it then?
That's what we name them now in history, but no one in history ever said, I'm Aztec, ever. They were called the Mexica.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So they changed it. Well, we changed it.
Yeah, we changed it because we got tired of writing it down. And whenever we're talking about Mexica history, which is spelled like Mexico.
Really?
Yeah, like Mexico with the A.
Yeah, I see it.
So if we're talking about Mexicans.
Oh, wow. And they don't want to talk about that.
And you're talking about Mexicans.
Yep. So
Which
they
is
just changed the name.
Yeah. They're like, no, we're going to call them Aztecs because if you put EC on the end of something, that means the people of. And they said that they're the people of Aztlan, which was a place from up north, that they were the last tribe that came out of a cave.
The last tribe that came out of a cave?
Yeah, so there was like, I want to say like 7 or 9 tribes that were in a cave. They all ended up wandering down into the Mexican Valley. Yeah, but the Aztecs were the last ones to go. And it took them, I want to say, about 1,400 years because their civilization didn't start until 1400. They only were a thing for like 100 years.
Only 100 years, then they just all died off, or they chose different tribes?
Nah, what happened was colonization, my boy. What we're talking, my ancestors showed up.
Yeah, literally.
My ancestors showed up with guns and horses, things that they have never seen before.
And they said, "Yeah, we'll rock with you."
Yeah, and yeah, they had some help with some of the natives there.
Damn.
And yeah, the Aztecs got whooped.
Yeah, of course they would. They didn't even understand what was happening.
Yeah, they got caught completely off guard. So Hernan Cortez, he just whooped them, right? So now he's going down south. He's making his way down to southern Mexico to the Yucatan Peninsula. Yeah, he said, I'm gonna see what's out here, bro. They told him, Spain told him, hey, you need to come back.
I don't want to come back.
What did he do? He burned his boats and said, well, I can't come back.
No, God, he don't want to go back. He
I
living
can't
a
come
life.
back. Yeah. So somehow they find out about that and they ended up going for him. But we're going to keep on with Gonzalo's story. So Cortez is making his way down south. And he hears of 2 Spaniards that are living amongst the natives, right? Living amongst the Mayans. One of them being Aguilar, the religious dude.
Right.
The other one being Guerrero.
One more time. Guerrero.
Guerrero.
One more time.
Guerrero.
One more time.
I know you watch wrestling, motherfucker. Eddie Guerrero.
Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah.
Right.
So you want to know what that means?
What do you mean?
Warrior.
Because that's what he was.
Exactly. Cut like that.
Yeah, straight like that.
Now, I'm not sure if that's where we get the word from. Mm-hmm. That's probably where they get the word from.
Yeah, I would assume.
Yeah.
That's just me assuming now.
Yep. So he finds out that Aguilar and Guerrero are living amongst them. Mm-hmm. He finds Aguilar first. He has to buy him back from the slave owner.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because like I said, he's been sold off so many times. Mm-hmm. But in the process of him being sold off so many times, he learned so many dialects, so he could talk to all these different tribes. Yeah. Also,
so now he's an asset.
Exactly. He comes across Malinche. Yeah. Now this is a very, very important piece right here.
Okay.
So Malinche, she knows even more Mayan than Aguilar, but they could speak. He knows one dialect that she knows, and she knows all of them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
They communicate that.
So now he really knows how to communicate. So now they're going to get Guerrero. Mm-hmm. But Guerrero don't want to be got.
No, of course not.
Straight. I'm fucking royalty now.
No, seriously.
I got a Mayan princess wife. I have everything.
Why would I go back?
Why would I go back?
That doesn't make sense.
So Cortez, he sends an expedition to go try to get him, and he shows up, and he's like, I'm looking for Guerrero, a man named Guerrero. So Guerrero shows up, and this caveman looking dude, full of tattoos, scarred up, because they used to do like scar tattoos, scarred up, gauges all everywhere, shows up. And they look at him, they're like, bro, what the fuck? What happened to you?
That's not bro that we dropped off.
Hell no. They're like, you're Guerrero? And he was like, I was Guerrero. You looking for me?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I thought we were.
We're here to rescue you, bro. And he was like, do I look like I need to be rescued?
I'm like, yeah, I got my shorty right here. The kids laid up.
Not only that, peep this. So not only that, like I said, Cortez only has like an expedition of like 150 Spaniards that went with them. Guerrero has a whole army, thousands of Mayans that surrounded them.
Oh, snap. So they better walk away now before it get ugly.
It can get ugly real quick. So the intensity is in the air. Like you can feel the energy there.
Yeah.
So he's like, do I look like I need to be rescued, bro? You see what I'm breaking right here?
I'll tell brother, chop your head off right now.
Exactly. Exactly. So that's what happened. He told him, I'm not going back.
Yeah, rightfully so.
And also, you're not coming over here. Because they told him to play. They was like, hey, we want to conquer all this. And he was like, nah. I'm actually the defender of this now.
Oh, snap. Yeah.
I'm one of them now.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to help them and do everything that I can do to help them.
And I know what y'all know.
Exactly.
I used to be one of y'all, so keep that in mind.
So basically they made that agreement that they weren't going to go over there. But Cortez, in the back of his mind, he's like, all right, I'll be right back. I'm going to go get some more guys real quick.
Oh, yeah.
And I believe he gets arrested. I could be wrong about that, but he's not the guy that comes back and does the expedition to try to actually take over them.
That's you.
So he tells them, you're going to go back up north to where you already conquered and you finna stay the fuck up there. Don't come back down here. And it takes them about another 20 to 25 years to actually conquer that area that he was holding right there.
Dang, it took a whole nother generation.
Yep. And they knew it was him because they found a bearded man laid out with tattoos, gauges. Mm-hmm. And I say bearded man because this also explains this right here.
Yeah.
So peep this.
Mm-hmm.
They were so confused whenever they seen a light-skinned man with a beard show up on the water out of a fucking boat.
Yeah, because they don't got facial hair.
Indigenous people don't grow facial hair.
Facts, they don't.
I know this because I have cousins that are like dark as hell, but they can't grow no beard.
Indigenous.
Exactly. Their blood is definitely some Aztec blood. They definitely got that. that indigenous blood.
And that's insane.
Yeah.
So that's how you know that.
So I was like, yeah, that European shit definitely running a little strong over here. A little strong. But hearing about bro's story, I was like, hey, that got me questioning some things.
Nah, for sure. Shit. That's deep, bro. You had a crazy week.
Yeah. So I definitely went down the rabbit hole.
Whoa.
But also another cool story about that girl Malinche, right?
Yeah. What's up?
So this is kind of on brand for the month. As you guys know, it is Hispanic Heritage Month.
Most def.
Yeah, and obviously of common folklore. Common folklore. Yeah, I guess this is a history episode. We just putting on y'all a whole bunch of games.
Sure. And if y'all haven't realized, Cruz love his history, bro. And
I definitely do.
He's well educated on his history for sure.
Yeah, honestly, I'm like a human encyclopedia. You could probably say I'm like on the spectrum for this shit. I'm probably like Rain Man.
No, for real. Hey, whatever history or something interesting about history, Cruz know about it. He could tell it to you like that.
Yeah.
In detail. Like you watching a movie. No cap.
Hell yeah. Well, honestly, I think I could just blame my mom for that because, well, my mom and my grandma, both of them.
Nah, yeah, for sure. And just when your grandma came recently and her giving us all they weren't even history lessons. She was just telling us so much that she knew and how history once was before. I could for sure tell that you got a lot from her because she knows a lot. And
her, I could really say her because she would always get me to get books. Yeah. And she would always encourage me to read. And as far as I can remember, she was really the only person to do that. But like the books that I was always fascinated with were like the ones about history. So they would always be talking about something like the Vietnam War or like World War II. And for her, that she had family members that were part of these things, it made me even more fascinated with it because I was like, oh damn, they lived it.
Yeah.
And I actually got to talk to them and get like first person accounts.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah.
That's hard. So yeah, history for sure is your strong suit.
And then my mom, I would say my mom too, because my mom, she always had like the History Channel going. So that's where I got the conspiracies. That's where I got Ancient Aliens. That's where I got all the other things that they had on there. Modern Marvels. Just explaining why things work the way they work. That's how my brain works, I feel like.
No, for sure. That's all you seen.
I just like, just in general, I like learning about the way things are and why they work the way they work.
Yeah.
I think that's why I'm just a history buff, because in history, you learn that.
And what they say, history repeats itself.
Exactly.
So, hey, it's good to know it, right? For sure.
Hell yeah.
But back on brand, what was her name?
Oh yeah, Malinche, right? So, they say that she's the origin story to the Spanish or like the Mexican scary story of La Llorona.
Right.
Yeah, so she actually had Hernan Cortez's babies. So besides him being or her being his translator, yeah, he was doing his thing with her, and yeah. Obviously, conquistador. He had, so it was all bad for her. But she ended up having his baby, and she ended up losing her baby because her baby ended up going to Spain.
What?
Yeah, whenever he went back when.
You can't take a woman kid.
Yeah, so she would cry, and they say that she was the origin story to La Llorona.
Really?
Yeah.
Now that's a dope fact.
Yep. And we are at that point of the show, y'all. And thank y'all for coming to my history lesson. I try to do my best and try to keep it as organized as I could for y'all. But y'all got a little bit of everything, you know what I'm saying?
For sure did. Got to know a lot about Cruz's heritage and just history that I didn't know to begin with. So, hey, you did a great job, Cruz.
Yeah, like I said, it's on cue for Hispanic Heritage Month.
100%.
Yes, sir. So I got to share a little bit of my history, my lineage, my colonial conqueror lineage.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It was
hey, y'all got to learn a little bit about Mexico history.
What's that?
Feel me? Y'all got to learn about a little bit about the ancient times.
Yes, sir. It was dope.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I got to learn about my favorite story as of late. Fucking Gonzalo Guerrero.
Warrior.
Yeah, warrior.
Warrior.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
There's a whole state in Mexico called Guerrero, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, that's where my dad's from.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And again, if y'all messing with the fits, the grip that we got, go ahead, make sure y'all tap in with them boys.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Money Lives.
You hear me? Yes, one more time for the
Money Lives.
Yes, sir.
All the way from London, Mike.
London, the UK.
Yeah, meet me at the London.
Yes, sir. For sure. Hey, and again, before we got out of here, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe.
Yes, sir. Best way to help the channel. And if you're loving this and you want to see more, make sure you follow Melanin Mezcal for more content.
Yes, sir. Without further ado,
we out.